Yayaki has need of a talented thaumaturge. Tolucc, I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Marasapat? It is a prison here in Olda. In prison, a man will do almost anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear voices of Naldal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of life sentence. But he knew you by name, Tolucc, and maintains the trader's demands you win the Gem of Shalado in exchange for his release. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a curl-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman, but I fear the only way to be sure is to free him of the pit. The prisoner's name is Kuroku Tararuka, and as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a Black Mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Naldal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer, you have come as you said you would. So let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be well that you are an agent of fate, perhaps, or merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Highbridge in eastern Thanalan. Seek out the Plantar Fissure, a rift between the world and the next. Fell whatever beast might lurk there and water the earth with their blood. According to the Gald Murmur, doing so will rise to the Gem of Shantado. The gem is no more than a pretty stone mentioned in bedtime stories and the tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Thaumaturge, hear me. Put your weapon down, friend. Kazakh-Shan means you no harm. So you are the one whom Kokuraku's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earth vein, was it not? Then you have earned this gem of Shatauta. Take it. You will know what to do when the time comes. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood. But it'll take more than a waft of foulness to convince me you're an agent of divine will. I take it yours was an eventful journey? It is exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be the Gem of Shitato? 12 be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. The tales that tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nalthal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Tolucc. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruku somehow made contact with the outside world, he must be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please, wait here. That will not be necessary. Kukuruku, what are you doing here? How have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has passed a century in meditation communicating with Nalthal. You will address him with a proper respect. The Gaolers of the Marasarasa pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak is that of Nalthal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of the disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that be sure. Nalthal spoke unto me. By his own declaration, the seal of the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it cannot closed once more than she who bears the Gem of Shitato. I speak of you, Tolucc Goro. The gem you hold is the mark of the Mage of the Black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. Wait, you can't, I mean, you don't have the right to, I just can't let this happen. Silence, you hollow-pated prig. Those who do not listen shall not be heard. You take for yourself the title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of a netherworld rife with shadow and monstrosity, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our world wanes. Eventually the barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will open. Once it has, only the Black Magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The Gem of Shitato is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed, but the black takes you. Before it permeates body and mind, the colors of every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Visit Milvanus Sacrinium, and there hear the words of Lalai. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it destroy that which would destroy you. Master is meditating in his chambers, for Nalt Thal always speaks and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must first walk alone it, yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. Laliat Milvaneth Sacrinium has guidance for those seeking the black. I sense the black magic within you has grown stronger, Tolucc. You have earned the right of my audience. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers, but then your adventurers were ever able to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth on your journey, to find the keys required to seal the Void Gate. Hear me well, for mine are Master's own words and his those of Nalt Thal himself. The next key requires the blood of sacrifice. Travel to the Sangoli Desert in southern Thanalan. Slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissures there, and slake the land's thirst with their own lifeblood. Once struck, the essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and thence serve to notify our fiends of the wastelands that time has come. Complete the task before you, and the Black Mage testimony you carry will shine full with new light. Light to envelop and absorb evil. Light to show you destruction and guide you to the righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you and there will forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? It is done then. But the blackness you have awoken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Tolucc. Pray, be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane and come to me once more when the dark art is as much as you as it. Lalai has another task to strengthen your connection to the black. Tolucc, I see in your eyes the look of a woman prepared to take on the daunting responsibilities of the Black Mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic. You will not find mention of us in all but the most historic of texts. Yet the secrets of our dark art lie encrypted here, within the forbidden library of the Sacrinium. Master himself deciphered and read the text some 100 years past. It is said that the first of our kind were favored of Nalt Thal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. But as you well know, the power of the black magic lies in the great potential for destruction. The slightest errancy in its use may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. Of the disappearance of the Black Mages from Eorzea, Master says only we must not repeat the errors of the past. Tolucc, Master has made known to me what it is that you must do next. Listen to his words now with all your being. The land has drunk deep in the blood you spilled, and by this act 3 souls of 3 races to Thanalan have come. The fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and very nearly die. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain, of all that we are now. In the hands of one who will usher our return, the gem of Shatoro, testimony of our creed, will shine with new light, and by that light the 3 creepers will be made your allies. As Amalja, the name Kazakh-chan awaits at Burgundy Falls in the east of Thanalan. Go to him. That is all. Dwell not on the fact that the Amalja are the sworn enemies of Ul'dah. It is not your place to question Master's will, for it is the will of Nalthal himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. O come, Mikora, chosen of Kurukuruku, and bearer of the gem of Shatora. But the gem's power to our paths cross once more. At last the time spoken of in the prophecy has come, and yet I know nothing of she who would be guide us. Come, tell me your name. Tolucc Goro. I am Kazakh-Cha, a sorcerer of the Amalja. As were my forebears, I am the 4th of my line to walk this path, which brings me now to this land. As you well know, my kind bear the scorn of the Uldans. It is for that reason that I must remain here, far from the city walls. Great power this one has. But enough, is it? Squawk! Kazakh-Cha is terrifying to behold, yes, but he is both wise and kind. Good, warm, kind. These are my brethren in the black, Tolucc, and now they are yours as well. Before you stand the Ixal, Dozul Melak, and the 269th Order Meta Knight of the Kobolds, Daza. You have fed the ethereal currents with the blood of fiends. That is the gem of Shatoro radiates as it does, and your presence is proof of your deeds, and a sign of what it is that must yet be done. It falls to me to bear witness of your awakening, and to pass on to you the knowledge entrusted to me. Know that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. It is the Silent King in Western Thanalan that you must next journey. There, too, lies Plainer Fisher, and there, too, must you slake the hand's thirst with the blood of the fiends which surge forth from it. Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King, and there convene it once more. Seek out the first of the Ixal Dozul Melak, for your path is destined to first cross with his. When the deed before you is done, the gem of Shatoro shall shine with new brilliance. To close Plainer Fisher, strong black magic you need. You close, then come to Dozul Melak once more. Squawk! Squawk! Kazakh-Cha spoke true. Black is strong in Tolucc. You go now. Go see Daza. Here lies the planar fissure. Rift, tear, fissure. Use the power within you to seal it. It is as Kazakh foretold. You are chosen, Tolucc. You must return to him now. Yes, yes, return until Kazakh the deed is done. Ended. Over. Done. You have done well, Tolucc, as I knew you would. Come, it is time now to return to Burgundy Falls. Tolucc, Goro of the Black, you return to me victorious. The gem of Shatato burns bright. You are indeed the heiress to a dark and ancient power, as Kukuruku foretold. I am reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. When four magi meet in a barren land, black powers of Eld woven by their hand, shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to the light shall be lit by dark. The black powers of Eld require no explanation, and now that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. That the seal you're holding the void gate shut will falter, that fail is beyond doubt. Yet the deeds speak of determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all that you must that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge kept by my line. Here and now I speak an oath to discourage old grudges. By our powers combined, the void gate will be sealed anew. You have brought this old Amaja much happiness. Few believed the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed and worse, ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. Tolucc, the dark magic coursing through you shares a deep bond with the Void Gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Temper yourself in both body and mind. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then and only then will I speak to you of your next task. Kazakh would see you undertake another challenge to strengthen your dark powers. Tolucc, it is well that you are here. My colleagues Dozel Melak and Dazah would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? Yes. Very good. Squawk! You have sharp sense like Dozel. Noticed, have you? Your aura, strangeness it has. Now, the Void Gate, gloom it makes, like black breath, gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you, like moth to flame, black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Losing strength, seal is. Black magic and Void Gate share bond, very deep, but must not leave be too long, else other side maybe take you. Squawk! No fear yet, still weak gloom is, time you have, strong Tolucc find, next key. Teach you Dozel will, what must do. Many black mages there were, long ago, one more powerful than rest, very powerful, epic even, epic black mage. Black magic too powerful, too dangerous, wrong hands must not have. Know this, he did. Ciphered spells, hid secrets, dark way past of few, very few. Teaching, writing, spread over a realm, lost to time there were. Forgotten, one carved in stone, stone of mossy pillar, pillar in south shroud. Squawk! Chosen, Tolucc is chosen. Unleash the power of the black magic you can. Key it is. Key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line this is, past a dozel from mother of mother, from mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchings past, strong mage she was, epic even, epic mage. Great love for dark art more than anything, joined with lizardmen to learn all. Name betrayer she was, chased from village, squawk her words, dozel keeps, teach to strong Tolucc now. 4 magi meet in barren land, our black powers have they in hand. Fate of all wicked be made stark, pat the light and then licked by squawk! That her squawk, not dozel squawk, should be dark, dozel thinks. Good words, deep words, bring dozel they did, to pass on, not dozel alone, others come too, other mages. Birdmen, lizardmen, no matter, all wait for strong Tolucc, strong mind you have, and heart help you, dozel will. Go to Gridania you must, to earth's gift, near pillar lurking beasts there are, slay them you must, no need for a beast, strong Tolucc is strong. Daza, squawk! I too am here to lend my aid, help, hand, aid. Wood danger for dozel, for Ixel, whalers wait with sharp spears, go in place of dozel, Daza will. Decided it is, go now you will, squawk! By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Stay the glooms encroached by thy hand, only then shall thy umbral wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. The voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers, Tolucc. I sense there are fiends of evil about, nearby, close about. Well fought. The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, yes, Tolucc waits us there. You, me, us. Gone from you, Gloom is? Worry for nothing, Dozel did. Tolucc! Now go see Kazakh Cha, you must. Awaiting you he is. The gods are good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more, and I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Wield it well, Tolucc of the Black, and make it of a tool for our ends. Do that as the prophecy speaks, and the way to light shall be lit by dark before you. Kazakh Cha wishes to guide you further along the path of the Black Mage. Tolucc of the Black, our brother Daza has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest, shroud. Yes, you have done well, very, very well. You are truly the Black Mage foretold by legend, oracle, prophecy, legend. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to this Thanalan. Such is what legends do. When the four magi meet in a barren land, black magic of eld woven by their hand, shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to the light shall be lit by dark, black shadow dark. You have heard these words before. Yes, yes, here I found Kazakh Cha and Tolucc. The words that brought us to Thanalan are quite the same, equal, identical, same. It was 100 years ago that the kobold first deciphered the legend, decrypted, decoded, deciphered. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu, yes, yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first patriarch must never leave Ogomoro. No, no, leave, never leave. But he did. He set out from Lonosha to pursue his legend, and for that he was named traitor, betrayer, turncloak, traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, no, not a single kobold's soul. They ignored his words, but when I heard them, I felt strange, peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I must not simply be idle. I too left Lonosha, just as Dagu before me. Yes, and I have come here to Thanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazakh Cha, Tolucc, and myself are true. You have appeared. There is no coincidence. No, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, yes. I am, and we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can. Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, many, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it rubbish. Dross. Refuse. Rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see. Yes, many, many. But I sense in it great power. Here, it may give some. Your gem. The light. It's illuminating the tablet. The scratches are growing? Mighty Titan, those are no scratches. No, no, not scratches at all. Those are carvings, words. No need, brave keeper of Shataro's light, as these very words wax plain to thy sight. The seal, what dost thou cost, doth shudder and sigh, and the void gate's dread sundering draws nigh. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay any doom. To this sacred where thy thoughts now must tend, unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet was more important than I ever imagined. Yes, yes, much more. It seems to say one who would close the void gate must first find the sacred garb, gear, armor, garb. And the names of the places are written here as well. Yes, yes, for these 4 places I know. You would do well to set out and gather the first 3 relics. Legend speaks of this. It holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fishers, the blood of those who have lived life steeped in the blood. Black. Only then can the relics be worn. Here, take with you an offering of my blood, Tolucc. Need Dulce's blood too, you do. Take quick. Scrack before change mine. And here's mine. Mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. These are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, very careful. I have awaited your return, Tolucc. I have learned what it is the fourth relic of our forebears rests, the land known as Thal's Respite. There too lies a planar fissure into which the blood of the fiends at births must be poured. first 4 relics are now in your keeping, yet the final piece remains, and our efforts to learn where it rests have been to no avail. The dark which empowers at times obscures, such is its nature. Tolucc claims his tablet names the solace of the gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard of such a name. When a power worthy to Relic's claim takes root in one of the righteous end and name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last seed of the Black Mage be sown. Tolucc insists his reading is correct, and both Dazal Melek and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words, that you might seek your quest to its end. The day of the Void's opening shall come. Until then, Tolucc, I only ask that you continue to walk the path of the Black. Kazakh Cha awaits you with news. You have gathered the first 4 relics, Tolucc. That is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains if the tablet of Dazal's great ancestor is to be believed. There is yet one more. Attempting to seal the Void Gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the souls of the gods continue. I have gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in the most sacred of places. The power of destruction is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I am at a loss. You believe that Dazal and Dazal Malek's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witnesses to the same events, and it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I don't think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should that you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue the search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that way of the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozal Melek and Dazal understand this urgency and have already returned to their respective homelands and delve into the matter. And now to your next task. You must return to he who first brought our 4 fates together, the prophet, Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. Please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Nalthal. He's a miscreant, a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chamber to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with magic from the beast tribes to summon a creature known as Barbados, a monstrosity that he meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Nalthal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbados could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasage, a pit for this crime, where he not to rot until his last breath. The order was loath to let word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black, 4 artifacts of Eld, the blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be awoken by the Void Gate. Tolucc! Black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate. It is the key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive his dark art and now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies! Please, Tolucc, you must stop him before it's too late. Hurry to Nald's reflection in southern Thanalan. You deceived us all! You have scar! Pay you will! You are one of Hatali's Malak's Get, are you not? Mother of mother of mother, her name, you know? And you, Amalja, yes, you are of the line of Kazib-Cha, I can see it. And Kobold, though your vein courses the blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Tolucc, splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you are all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago, but a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies I discovered ancient writings which told of a black magic, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, deference. By accomplishing what no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed, and what little progress did come, came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shitato, the power to sense magic, the relics, all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib-Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analysis of worldly phenomena. Hedalai Melek, named a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the Ixal. Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did, much and more, imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known. We prepared to hold the dark right, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic aether washed over my friends, ripping them apart only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes. When I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbados sealed behind the void gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the aether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few Thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasasa pit could be the realm safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the aether of those three friends with whom I once shared a dream. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words, Dozel has. Squawk, only squawk! I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have the strength enough to offer it. The fifth artifact? Yes, the fifth! Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Nald's reflection as most do. Truly remarkable, Tolucc. You have succeeded where many great mages have failed, mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power, it is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past all right. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Century-old plan this was? Fulfilled his purpose? Kukuruka did? Mother, 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 forgiven Kukuruka she has. Squawk! Thinks so, Dozel does. Finished, this story is. Had much fun, Dozel did. Like mother of mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dozel hopes. Farewell, Tolucc. We meet again someday, Dozel hopes. Squawk! To think Kukuruku carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. Then it is over. Finished. Ended. Over. We did all we could, and the souls of the Kukuruku and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess, there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, Tolucc. Brother and sister, friend. Now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, yes, you are true Mage of the Black now. Pray grace we kobolds in Lananosho with your presence someday. Things have come to an end, it would seem, both the threads which bound us all, and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here, at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then, yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dozel Malak, Dazah, and you, Tolucc Goro, I count you all as brethren in black. Together, we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying in shadow or light by day or night.